Hello, my artists. Today we are doing fourth grade line art mountains marker and foil transfer. Before we do that, we need to make sure we check for our name on the back of our paper in pencil. I need that first name, last name, grade table color. Then we are going to get foil is in front of us. We're going to mark our paper corners on that foil and those four corners so we know how big our paper is going to be. Then we're going to use markers to add color to the aluminum foil. We should be choosing colors that work together and will add to your drawing. So you are thinking, what colors look nice like together? We're going to want to put them on there in a way that is purposeful, not just throwing colors on there. And we need to be mindful that we're not making it muddy, because if we mix too many colors together, it's going to turn brown. Once we are done with all our washable markers on that foil, we're going to get a spray bottle and we're going to spray water, aka mist it, from about an arm's length away, coming directly down. We're going to lay our paper projects on there, Sharpie side down, and we're going to push them into the colors inside that marks that we made to try and get that marker water on every inch of that paper. Once we are done, we're going to pull our paper off and put it on the side of our table. It is on the side of our table while we start cleaning up. Once our area is all done, our paper should be safe to move. When we move them, we are holding our hands like a table so it's nice and flat and we're not going to drip anything. We are walking carefully to the drying rack and we are loading them to a shelf, bottom up. That way we can see what room we have. We want to make sure that we are working together, not pushing or shoving so our projects don't get ruined. Remember, to a shelf and bottom up. All right, let's actually do it. So I'm starting with my foil. I have a Sharpie and I'm going to get some markers. When we get our markers, we're going to get 5 at a time. 5 at a time. We can go back and get more, but we want to make sure we're grabbing and going. The first thing you're going to do before you even get your markers is to get your project. Check for your name information, make sure it's on there. Lay it down so that way it fits all on that foil. None of your paper is going to hang off. I have my Sharpie and I am marking the corners so I know how big my picture is. And I want to make sure I color the full paper. So, a good thing to note is that when we go to put our papers down, it's going to be backwards. So luckily I can see through my paper, but my moon is over here now, not over here. So I want to be mindful when I'm coloring my foil that I'm going to place it on the correct side so I get the correct effect that I'm going for. So as we start to put our markers on there, be mindful. Are you doing your mountains in the daytime? Are they at nighttime? What kind of colors are you choosing? So let's go in and throw some colors on there. Give me some purple in my moon area. Get some backgrounds. All right, I want you guys to notice I'm going a little bit past my corners because I want it to fit all inside my paper. All right, now I have color all over my paper. I'm going to get my spray bottle and I'm going to mist it coming straight down. If I am spraying at an angle like I have here, it's going to shoot that marker water all over our friends and our table. So we need to be extra careful. You're going to want to do about 2 to 3 squirts so that way it gets water everywhere, but you don't want it too wet. Now that it's nice and wet, we're going to lay our paper on it carefully. Pushing in all that colored water. If it gets on your hands, we can wash our hands. If it gets on our table, we can wash our table. That's the best part of doing art. It gets messy sometimes. I pushed it all into there. Now I'm carefully going to peel up my paper. And I'm going to lay it flat on my table as I start cleaning up. You're going to roll the corners up so the water stays on the inside. We're going to take that foil, throw it away, go to my table where my basket of towels are. We can get a towel and we're going to wipe up our area, make sure it's nice and clean. Once we throw our garbage away, wipe off our areas, we can wash our hands and get our projects and carefully carry them using two hands like a table and walk it to the drying rack. So we have our beautiful prints now, our line art mountains, and we're going to go set those on the drying racks. Have fun, artists.